Yo, what's good guys? Another video here. Before we get into this video, I want to give a massive shout out to JT Reacts. Just because he did this video before me and I saw him react to this and I was like, this could be a good video to watch. So, I decided to watch it. So, shout out JT Reacts because he did it first. Let's get it.
Kick off this video with number 10, the accents and language. Although most of the world thinks that the British people all sound like the Queen or news reporters, this couldn't be any further from the truth. Yes, there are many people who speak the Queen's English, also known as received pronunciation. However, with so much history and different regions across the UK, you will find many different accents and dialect. From Scouse in Liverpool to Geordie in Newcastle to Glaswegian in Glasgow. Every accent sounds completely different from one another. You can literally drive 30 to 60 minutes away from where you live and you will find someone with a completely different accent to your own. The UK is also extremely...
Yeah, I'm not so sure I feel like I guess maybe in certain places, like if you live close to like an accent border, if like, for lack of better words, maybe. But yeah, in general, America is definitely not like that. Like, I feel like the whole of Europe is low-key a lot more like that, though. Like, not just the UK. From everything I've seen and my understanding, it always seems like it's pretty easy to drive like an hour and be damn near like a completely different culture, completely different accent, completely different damn near everything.
Multicultural, so you will find many different international accents across the country too. Number 9, it's breathtaking scenery. The UK is home to some of the most beautiful scenery in Europe, if not the world, especially in Scotland. The first thing people think...
Oh shit. I don't know why I was like expecting this to be like 10 reasons why America is better than the US, but whatever, okay, regardless. It does have beautiful
when they think of the UK is probably London, a huge urban concrete jungle. However, if you adventure outside of the capital, you'll find some absolutely stunning countryside. The UK is probably London, a huge urban concrete jungle. However, if you adventure...
I don't know, I kind of thought like the UK was super flat for some reason, but look at that.
Outside of the capital, you'll find some absolutely stunning countryside. The UK also has incredible beaches too, from the tropical setting in St Ives in the Scilly Islands to the pristine white sand you will find in the northwest of Scotland. The Isles of...
Also, yeah, like I expected Scotland to look more like that, not like...
Incredible beaches too, from the
Okay, I see you. Because that right there is beautiful. Okay, I see you.
Tropical setting in St Ives in the Scilly Islands to the pristine white sand you will find in the northwest of Scotland. The Isles off the Scottish Highlands, such as the Isle of Skye, offer some of the most breathtaking views you will ever see. Number 8, it has different countries. The UK...
You know what? Gotta give the salute. The scenery there is kind of hard to do. I think I gotta I don't know. I think I gotta still give it to America just because how big we are. We have just so much. Like we have deserts, we have flatlands, we have mountains, we have tropical beaches, we got frozen tundras. Like so I still gotta give it to America as far as the scenery goes. I know it's not supposed to be America versus UK, but I'm making it that. Fight me.
UK comprises of 4 different nations, each with their own culture, history and dialects. And although they claim to hate each other, I think this is generally a myth which is exaggerated on social media. I've met so many incredible and friendly people from Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland who are very similar to me, but with just a different accent. Each country is rather similar. They usually have 1 or 2 large main cities, then plenty of smaller, charming towns and villages with beautiful countryside in between. Number 7, it has London, often regarded as being one of the greatest cities in the world. Love it or hate it, you have to admit London is one of the most important and influential cities of all time. People from all corners of the planet come to the UK to visit, to live or to study in London. Yes, it is busy and it's expensive, but it offers some of the most desirable jobs in the world and there is so much to do. You'll also find some of the world's world's most followed sports stadiums in London too. Number 6, safety, climate, and the wildlife. The figures from the organisation.
Okay, off tops before we get into what he says. All you British people do every time I've talked to you guys is complain about the climate, complain how it's always raining, complain how it's cold. You can't use climate as a reason why the UK is the best when all y'all do is complain about your climate. No, I'm not hearing it. I guess weather would be the rain, but still, I don't care. Okay, climate falls under weather. As far as I'm concerned, no, just no. Safety, yeah, the UK is relatively pretty safe. Wildlife goes into safety. To my knowledge, there's really nothing there that can really hurt you as far as wildlife goes compared to out here where, like, you know, look at your guys' badgers, look at our badgers. It's completely different.
Cooperation and development, which ranks each member on many criteria, including safety, placed the UK 11th out of 38 nations for safety, just behind Canada but ahead of Ireland and way ahead of the US, who are in 22nd place. They have the data to back this up too. In 2016, the UK recorded a lower homicide rate than Japan. Perhaps it's no wonder that 77% of Brits feel safe walking home at night alone. Although we love to moan about the weather in the UK, we are very lucky that we don't experience extreme weather or natural disasters, such as droughts, tsunamis, volcanoes, or bushfires. There are very occasional mini...
That is fair. I'll give you guys that. I will give you guys... And I like that he touched on how they complain about the weather. But I still think in order to use the weather and climate is why you're the best, you need to have weather that people like. I mean, you guys can live in it, you can deal with it, but you don't really like it. So because of that, I can't say that... I can't give you that one. Personally, I can't give you that one. But I see that argument to it.
Tornadoes and very small earthquakes, but they are barely powerful enough to knock over a garden gnome. The UK is also home to next to no deadly animals such as bears, snakes, or spiders. So if you are on an adventure in the countryside, this is another thing you don't have to worry about.
Your Number 5,
the NH.
Like, let's be honest, your animals are adorable. Go look up again. Look up America's Badgers. For fuck's sake, like it's wild, but. I will, like, your animals looks like something I'll pick up and keep as a pet because they're just cute.
Or the National Health Service. The NHS leads the world in terms of equity of access and ensuring is another thing.
What is this? What the?
You don't.
Actually, what is this? I have no idea. It looks like a porcupine, kinda.
Have to worry about.
A hedgehog. It looks like a zoomed in thing of a hedgehog. But, like, that little thing is adorable. Look at him. He's fucking adorable.
Number 5, the NHS, or the National Health Service. The NHS leads the world in terms of equity of access and ensuring people don't suffer financial hardship when they are ill. It also performs well in managing long-term conditions like diabetes and kidney disease, and is relatively efficient compared to other health systems around the world. The NHS usually ranks in the top 10 or 15 in the world for the best healthcare systems. Not too shabby. Number 4, the higher education system. The World Universities listing estimates there are over 26,000 universities worldwide. Now, out of all of those, you could probably count on one hand the number that are global household names, and 2 of them...
Harvard, I guess Yale. Not very smart with colleges, I don't really know. That's all I can think of, honestly.
Happen to be in Britain. Yep, Oxford and Cambridge.
Oxford. I know Oxford too. Oxford, I've heard that name. Cambridge, I've heard that name. Fair enough.
Still the creme of the crop as far as higher education is concerned. And you've also got Durham too. And the reason for their renown isn't just historical. Across the whole of Britain, the higher education system consistently delivers some of the best results on the planet. Students travel from all corners of the planet to study in the UK. In doing so, they will also get to experience UK nightlife and
That's a really British? That's a really pretty bridge too. Like, look at that bridge. That's That's really cool.
Quality of life and safety that comes with it. Number 3, castles and ruins. The UK is old as hell, therefore it has many ancient ruins, castles and structures to be discovered far and wide. In England alone there are said to be around 4,000 castles. So if you're from a relatively new country like Australia, New Zealand or Canada or even America, then you may have never seen a castle or ancient building before. So coming to the UK provides an authentic historical viewing. Number 2, discovering countries.
So here's a question. I know, for example, in some places in America, they like to take old houses and like renovate the insides and like almost turn them into like modern day houses on the inside, but keep it looking all rustic on the out. Do they ever do that with castles? Because like, imagine that. Like, imagine just building your own mansion out of like an old ass castle. Like, that'd be cool. I'm not gonna lie, that would be cool. But I will, whenever I visit the UK, because I think I'm gonna make it a goal in my life to like just visit every country. Well, maybe not every single country. You know, might skip some countries, North Korea, and other places. But you know, still, I gotta see some castles whenever I visit.
Or even America, then you may have never seen a castle or ancient building before. So coming to the UK provides an authentic historical viewing. Number 2, discovering countries and the Commonwealth. Britain created countries such as Australia, Singapore and the USA, in which in the short space of around 300 years have become world leaders in so many aspects. No other country can claim to have created anything close to what Britain has achieved. In doing so, its legacy has continued to evolve. Much of what was once the British Empire continues to be part of the Commonwealth, an alliance of 54 nations across the world with a combined population of over 2 billion, long after the Empire has ceased to exist. Number 1, inventions. The UK invented most of the technology that the modern world runs on: the TV, the computer and the World Wide Web. And while Marconi was Italian, he developed his wireless radio transmission in the UK. The list of British inventions is endless. The UK also developed most of the world's most popular sports such as football or soccer, rugby, cricket, tennis and golf. The UK is a world leader.
That's minus a point. Y'all made golf? Really? The worst experience I've ever had playing a sport was golf. I tried to go golfing. We got bored of it within like, I don't know, 2 minutes and ended up trying to flip a golf cart. That's literally what happened when I tried to go. Nope, minus a point. Right there is minus a point. Fight me. If you're from the UK, fight me because you made golf. I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you, UK. Fucking Jimmy. Fucking Ronald.
Leader in the arts, particularly literature and theatre, from Shakespeare to Andrew Lloyd Webber, from Chaucer to J.K. Rowling. We've also had a big impact on music, TV, movies and video games. So
every time I do that, somebody comments with the name, and I'm waiting for the comment of like someone named Jimmy or like Ronald to be like, what the fuck did I do? It just gets scared because it's always funny. So shout out to you if that's your name.
Jazz, Harry Potter and James Bond. So there we have it. 10 reasons why we think
Stonehenge. That's another place we gotta go to.
The UK is one of, if not the best country in the world, or countries. Of course, as we mentioned before, it's not perfect. It does have many issues, but as a whole, it is a very safe and friendly country where people from all across the world decide to emigrate to. So, what is your thoughts on the UK? Do you live here? Perhaps you've never been before and you'd love to visit. Let us know in the comment section below what you think of content.
Okay, well, this is basically the outro. Hey, yo! I hope you guys enjoyed this. My dogs are about to start going crazy. Don't start, please. Give me a minute. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. As far as the UK goes, definitely a place I'd love to visit. And, you know, I can't talk about it too much more until I see it. You know, I can't really judge the place because I've never been. But the UK people are some of the funniest people I've ever met. I love your guys' comedy. Your guys' humor is fucking awesome. I will give you guys that any day. So, yeah, until we meet again, see you guys soon. Bye. With